Shalom to Israel. Amadim, which means to stand. Wapanya Kodam, which means turn and face the east. Sar, which means to turn. The east is this way if you in class. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shema Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemgai, Yahweh, Malabaka, Taba'a, Ratazah, Kahayah, Shaba, Haratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Ladana, Lakam, Kao, Yawam, Wasalak Lanawa, Kawabak Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawabak Yanawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Nawa, Banasayawan, Bal, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kayala, Ka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Wahata Parak, Iwalamim, Aman, in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Baba Kasha, Nathan Nawa, Hakak, La Pa'a, Hal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, La Haklium, Hamakim, Hakak, Awahawa, Hatamala, Lagar Shan, by Shem Yahweh the Wada Aman, Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against the unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh, thank you. So be it. The prayer to bless Israel in the Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Barak Lanawa, Wayashala, Waha, Wayaf Saparia, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, by Shem Yahweh the Wada Aman. What we just said was Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh bless us and the school and Israel. Salaki, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahweh thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asherah, Ayanya, Ahaharya, Mayan, Yaba'a, Isaiah, Ma'an, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayim, Waharatazah, Al Yadan, Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala, Yanawam, Wala'a, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamnika, Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakayaka, Wayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazaaka, Mabawaka, Maida, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yah, Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83. Allahayim, al dami alacha, al the karash, wa al the shakwak, al kayahana, al yabika, Yahama Yawan, Wamashanaka, Nasha'awa, Ra'ash, al amika, Yariyamba, Sawad, Wayatayai Tazawa, al Tazap Pawanyaka, or Mawa, Lahawa, Wanahakita, Magoya, Wala'a, Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawai Tazawa, Lab Yahadwa, Al Yakabar Yaharafwa, Ahal Yaharawam, Fayashamalim, Mawaba, Mahagarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Wamalak, Palashap, Imishabia, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayara, Zarawai, Labayalawat, Salah, Shalahum, Kamadium, Kasayasa, Kayabia, Manahal, Koyashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Demand, Dama, Salakia. Layadama, Shayadama, Nadiaba, Kai Rab, because Abba, because Abba, because Tazamanai, call Nasaya Kumba, Ashar, Amawai, Naya Rashala, Nawa Ak, Nawaf, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayadamba, Kagaga, Lekagwash, Lapanya Waka, Kaash, Tebaira Yaira, Wakalahaba, Galahat. Haryam, Khan, Daratma, Basaaraga, Wabasawa Paka, Tabahalom, Malaa, Panyahom, Walawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamga, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabawa, IDI, Wayakaparawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Haya, Hagah, Shamga, Yahawa, Labad, Al, Yawan, Al, Kal, Ha, Rataza, Aman. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarenes, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope of the children of Lot, Salah, do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like Oreb, and like Zeb, yea, all the princes as Zabah, and as Zamona, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded in trouble forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The prayer of the blessings of the past structure. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka Allah, Wa Allah Hayim, Matazabia, Allah Wap Yahanna, Ha Allah Wapim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Katazayanyim, Ha Koyayim, Wa Gwakim, Yahweh, Ba Shemi Abishah, the Wada Aman. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. All right, Sar, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. All right, make sure this camera's straight. Look like the camera's straight. All right, go ahead and clap it up. All right. Grab my phone. All right. So we in the book of Numbers. We're going to start off reading in the Hebrew. Let me make sure. I forgot to make sure the sound is Tawab. I think we Tawab, though. I'm just doing a quick check real quick. I'm just doing a quick check. Ah, yeah, it's good. Salakia. So we in the book of Numbers, starting in chapter 2, verse 18. This app taking its time to open. All right, here we go. The Gal, Machana, Aparyam, Latazab, Athom, Yama, Wana Shaya'a, Labanya, Aparyam, Al Yashamai, Ban, I'm Yahawada. Verse 19. Wataza Ba'awa, Wapakwad Yahom, Araba'ayam, Alap, Wakamash, Ma'awath. Verse 20. Wa'al Yawa, Mata, Manasha, Wana Shaya'a, Labanya, Manasha, Gama Layao, it's like it, Gama Layao, Ban, Pada Hatazar War. 21. Wataza Ba'awa, Wa Paquad Yahom, Shanyom, Washa Lashyam, Allah, Wama Athyam. Verse 22. All right. Wama Ta Bana Yaman, Wanashya Labanya, Bana Yaman, Abayadan, Ban, Gada Anya. Verse 23. Wataza Ba'awa, Wa Paquad Yaham, Hamasha, Wa Shalashim, Allah, Wa Rabbi, Ma'awath. Verse 24. Call Hapaquadium, Lama Khana, Aparium, Ma'ath, Allah, Washama Nath, Alapium, Wama La Tazab Atham, Washalashim, Yasa, Iowa. All right. Now we're going to go back to the, well, not back to the English, because this will be the first time. Now we're going to go to the English. Numbers chapter 2, verse 18. All right. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim, according to their armies. And the captain of the sons of Ephraim shall be the Elishama, the son of Ammihud, and his hosts, and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. Verse 20. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh, and the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedahuzur, and his host, and those that were numbered of them were 32,200. Verse 22. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abadan, or was it Abadan? Abadan, the son of Gedoni. 23. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 35,400. 24. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,000 and 100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in the third rank. Now, why is this underlined like this? Slakin. So, as you see, the Lord has an army. So, like any brother that's, especially any brother that's been through Hebrew Academy and went through the trials and you earned your cover and everything, you start to understand and respect, the ranks and the orders. So when you ask yourself, why is the ISUPK so militant? Why are the brothers, always in order? And why are the brothers so hardcore? And why do we call this the Lord's army? Because that is our custom. You know what I mean? You look at the Christian church, you don't see an army. You just see a bunch of tambourine players, people that just like to march, like the Purple Cats. They just like to march and play instruments and, have fun, you know. But the Lord had an army. You got to think, this is a nation. In the priest and the men that was the leader at this time, it was Moses. His job was to protect the flock, to protect the nation. You can't protect the nation just beating on the damn tambourine all day. You can't protect the nation just walking around marching up and down in purple everywhere. That's not going to help. That's not going to protect the Lord's people. You see what King David did? He went to war. Well, he went to battle with Goliath, and he unalived Goliath and knocked his head off. You understand? Because he was well trained. He was well disciplined. You understand? So keep that in mind when we read these chapters and understand that the Lord has an army too. All right. Numbers chapter 2, verse 25. The Gal, Mahana, Dan, Taza Pana, Lataza Ba'atham, Wana Shaya'a, Labanya, Dan, Achaya, Izar, Ban, I'm Yashadya. 26. Wataza Ba'awa, Wapakwadya Hum, Shanyam, Washashanyam, Allah, Washabai, Ma'awath. 27. Wahahanyam al Yawa Mata Ashar Wanashaya Labanya Ashar Paga Ayal Ban I Quran. Verse 28. Wataza Baawa Wa Pakwadyahom Ahad Wa Rabayam Allah Wa Hamash Ma'awath. Verse 29. Wamata Napathaw Napathalya Wana Shaya'ala Banya Wapathalya Aha Yarai Ban Ayanan. Verse 30. Wataza Baawa Wakwa Salaki Wapakwat Yahom Shalasha Waha Mashyam Allah Warad Rabai Ma'awaf. Verse 31. Call Hapakwadium Hum. Yeah, Wapakwadium Lama Khana Dan Ma'ath Allah Washabai Waha Mashyam Allah Washasha Ma'awaf La Harna Yasa Iowa La da Galyahum. Numbers chapter 2, verse 20, Salaki. Verse 25. The standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, the son of Ammishaddai. Verse 26. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 62,700. 27. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher, and the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagiel, the son of Ochran. 28. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 41,500. 29. Then the tribe of Naphtali, and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahira, the son of Anan. Verse 30. And his host and those that were numbered of them were 53,400. Verse 31. All they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with their standards. All right, we're going to go back to the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 2, verse 32. Allah, Pakwa Wadya, Manya, Yashara'al, Laba, it's like it, Laba Yab, Abadam, called Pakwawadya, Hamakhanath, Lataza Ba'atham, Shisha, Mawa Wa, Allah, Washalasha, Alapium, Wahamash, Mawa, Wahamashyam. Verse 33. Wahala, Wayom, La'a, Hatha Pakwadwa, Bathawak, Banya, Yashala, Ka Shar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Masha. Verse 34. Waya Aishwa, Banya, Yashala, Kakar, Shar, Tazawa, Yahweh, Masha, Kanwa, Lada Galal, La the Gal, Yahum, Wakan, Nasa Iwa, Ayash, Lama Pakafyawa, Al, Bayath, Abba, Abathyawa. Numbers chapter 3, verse 1. Wala, Dawa, Dawala Dath, Aharan, Wamasha, Bayawam, Dabar, Yahweh, Ath, Masha, Bahar, Sayanya. Verse 2. All right. Wa'ala, Shamwat, Banya, Aharan, Ha'akawar, Nadab, Wa'ab, Yahweh, Allah Izar, Alaizar, Yathamar. Verse 3. Allah, Shamwat, Banya, Aharan, Hakahanyam, Hama Shakanyam, Ashar, Mala'a, Yadam, Lakahan. Verse 4. Wayamath, Nadab, Wa'ab, Yahweh, Lapanya, Yahweh, Bahakor, Rabum, Asha, Zara, Salaki, Zara, Lapanya, Yahweh, Bama Dabar, Sayanya, Sayanya, Wabanyam, La'a, Ahayan, Ahayan, Laham, Waya Hahan, Alaizar, Wa Ayathamar, Al, Panya, Aharan, Abba Yaham. All right. Numbers chapter 2, verse 32. These are those which numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550. Verse 33. And remember, this is the army of the Most High at this time. Verse 33. But the Levites were not numbered among the children of Israel, as the Most High commanded Moses. Verse 34, and the children of Israel did according to all that the Most High commanded Moses. So they pitched by their standards, and so they set forward every one after their families according to the house of their fathers. The house of their fathers. You understand? That's where you know, that's how you know if you're an Israelite or not, by the house of your father. I know the so-called Jewish man, he likes to say that, you get your nationality, you get reference, they pay reference to the mother, but that's not biblical. You can't read that in the Bible. It always goes by the house of the father, the seed of the father, because the man determines the sex of a child. You understand? And the nationality of the child. Pretty much everything of the child, is through the man. Not to say that the women aren't important, so I don't want people thinking that the I.S.U.P.K teach women are less important. We just teach that men have a role and women have a role, and they're both important, and you should honor both. So we're going back to the Hebrew. Get this Bible app open. Come on. There we go. So Numbers chapter 3, verse 5. Waya Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Masha, La Amar. Verse 6. Ha-Korab, Ath, Mata, Lawaya, Loya, Waha'ai Madath, Athwa, Lapanya, Aharan, Hakahan, Washarathwa, Athwa. Verse 7. Washamarwa, Ath, Masha Marathwa, Awa, Wa'ath, Masha Marath, Kal, Haida, Lapanya, Ahal, Mawa, La'ai, Bad, Ath, Ibadath, Hamashakan. Verse 8. Washamarwa, Kal, Hoya, Ahal, Mawa, Wa'ath, Mashamarath, Banya, Yasha'ala, La'ai, Bad, Ath, Ibadath, Hamashakan. Verse 9. Wana Tata Ath Ha Halawayam La Haran La Haran Wala Banyawa Nathawa Nam Nathawanam Hama La Lawa Ma Ath Banya Yasha'ala. Verse 10. Wa'af, Aharon, Wa'af, Banyawa, Thakpaquad, Washamara, Af, Kahanathum, Wahazar, Hakwarab, Yawamath. Verse 11. Wayadabar, Yahweh, all, Masha, La Amar. All right. Back to the Hebrew. Salaki, in English. Numbers chapter 2, verse 5. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans who Donald Trump hates. The so-called Mexicans are the Lord's chosen people. The Hispanics that you hate, the ICE likes to abuse, that ICE likes to strip babies from their mother's arms. These are the Lord's chosen people, and keep this in mind. Why everybody's hating the Mexicans? The Lord said he's going to pay revenge into the children of Israel's enemies. You understand? There's going to be a man by the name of Jesus Christ, Hamashiach Yahawashai in the Hebrew. And when what you Christians call the end of the days, or what you call what do they call it in the Christian church? What's that word? I can't even think of the word. It's some Christian rhetoric, some Christian nonsense that they believe in. But when you believe Judgment Day is coming, and America's going to be judged, you understand, based off the standards that they set to the Lord's people. So Donald Trump and his nation will be judged by the Most High God for mistreating the Mexicans, mistreating uh, the Lord's chosen people. They will be judged for that. You know what I mean? So you think you are doing something righteous because, you pushing the immigrants out of this country, a country you stole, by the way, when the Mexicans are the Lord's chosen people. And it's going to be a man by the name of Jesus Christ that is going to come and judge America, and America will burn. America will burn, and you will remember in that day how bad you treated the Lord's people. So I just wanted to throw that out there. Salakia. Let me read that verse again. And those that do pitch next unto him shall be the tribe of Issachar, and Nathaniel, the son of Zur, shall be captain of the children of Issachar. Verse 6. And his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 50,400. Verse 7. Then the tribe of Zebulun and Elab, the son of Helon, shall be captain of the children of Zebulun. Verse 8, and his hosts and those that were numbered thereof were 57,400. Verse 9, all that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 100,000 and fourscore thousand and 6,400 throughout their armies. These shall first set forth. Verse 10, on the south side shall be the standard of the camp of Reuben, according to their armies, and the captain of the children of Reuben shall be Elizur, the son of Shadur. Verse 11, and his host and those that were numbered thereof were 46,500. All right. Numbers chapter 3, verse 12. Wa anya hana lakwathia at halo ha wayom mathawat Manya Yasha'ala Fakath Kal Ka Bakawar Patar Raham Maba Mabanya Yasha'ala Wahayawa Laya Ha Wayum. Verse 13. Kaya Laya Ha Bakawar Bayawam Hakathya Kal Bakawar Barataza Matazarium Hakwad Shathya Laya Ha Bakawar Ba Yasha'ala Ma'adam I Bahama Laya Yahayawa Anya Yahweh. Verse 14. Wayadabar Yahweh all Masha Bama Dabar, Sayanya, La Amar. Verse 15. Paquad, Ath, Banya, Lawaya, Labath, Laslaki, Labayath, Abathum, Lama Shapakathum, Kal, Zakar, Maban, Hadash, Wama Allah, Dakwa, Dapakwadum. Verse 16. Waya Paquad, Waya Paquadum. Yeah, Waya Paquad, Salakia. Athom, Masha, Al, Panya, Yahweh, Ka, Shar, Tazawa. Verse 17. Waya Hayawa, Allah, Banya, Lawa, Loya, Bashamatham, Gar Shawan, Wakwahat, Wama, Wama Raraya. Verse 18. Wala, Shamawat, Banya, Gar Shawan, Lama Shapakatham, Labanya, Washama, Washamaya. All right, Numbers chapter 2, verse 13. And his hosts and those that were numbered with them were 50,009,300. Then the tribe of Gad, and the captain of the sons of Gad shall be Elisap, the son of Reuel. Verse 15. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 45,650. All that were numbered in the camp of Reuben were in 100,050 and 1,450 throughout the armies, and they shall set forth in the second rank. Verse 17. Then the tabernacles of the congregation shall set forth with the camp of the Levites in the midst of the camp. As they encamp, so shall they set forward every man in his place by their standards. On the west side shall be the standard of the camp of Ephraim, according to their armies. And the captains of the sons of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Ammihud. No, I was about to keep reading. All right. Verse 19. Hold on. What's this saying? It's a little message real quick. All right, that's nothing. All right, Numbers chapter 3, verse 19. Wabanya, Kwahat, Lamasha, Pakatham, Imaram, Wayatazahar, Haba, Kabarawan, Kabarwan, Waize, Ya'al. Verse 20. Wabanya, Mara Raya, Lama Shapakatham, Mahalya, Wamawashya, Allah, Hum, Masha Pakatham, How Halaya, Labayat, Abathum, Lagar Shawan, Masha Pakat, Halabanya, Wamashapakath, Hashemaiah, Allah, Hum, Mashapakath, Hagar Shanya. Verse 22. Paquad Yahom, Bama Sapar, Kal, Zakar, Maban, Kadash, Wama Allah, Paquad Yahom, Shabbat, Allah Payam, Wachamash, Ma'awath. 23. Masha Paka, Hagar, Hagarashya, Hagarshanya, Acharya, Hamashakan, Yahanna, Yama. Verse 24. Wanashya, Bayat, Ba'a, Lagar Shanya, Al Yasap, Ban, La Al. Verse 25. Wamashamara, Banya, Garshawan, Bahal, Mawa, Hamashakan, Wahala, Wahal, Makasahawa, Wamasap, Patak, Ahal, Mawa'id. All right, back to the English. Numbers chapter 2, verse 19. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 40,500. And by him shall be the tribe of Manasseh. And the captain of the children of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Pedahzur, Salakia. 21. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 32,200. Then the tribe of Benjamin, and the captain of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gedoni, and his hosts. And those that were numbered of them were 5,400. Verse 24. All that were numbered of the camp of Ephraim were 100,000 and 8,000 and 100 throughout their armies, and they shall go forward in the third rank. Verse 25. And the standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahiezer, and the son Amamishadai. As you see in all the tribes are making their contribution as far as like the men are concerned with the army of the Lord. Now keep in mind, I said this earlier, the Lord had an army. The Most High God has an army because the Bible, right? The Bible is Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians constitution. Like America has their constitution. Just think of the Bible like Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians constitution. So we had an army, you know what I mean? We had structure. We just wasn't like how they like to say the Native Indians came over here just with savages. You know, oppressors like to use that as an excuse to, unalive millions and millions of people. Like we were uncivilized, like we were swinging from trees, running in the jungle, like the Jungle Book, like a whole bunch of Tarzan, when that was their culture. They try to reverse our culture, their culture on us, as if we were uncivilized because we didn't live up to par to their standards. When in reality, they just wanted to go around the earth and take everything for themselves and unalive everybody. This is why we need armies. This is why the gates thereof languish, like it says in the book of Solomon. I believe the gates of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian, the gate is supposed to be our protection. We don't have any protection anymore as a nation. Now, any other nation or anybody can come do anything, do any type of harm to us. That's why we went into slavery. That's why we had Jim Crow. That's why the Spanish conquistadors went and conquered the Mexicans and all the Northern Tribe brothers, because we don't have any protection. The Christian church isn't protecting anything. There are no warriors in the Christian church for the Most High. There is no one worthy of the Most High to use inside of the Christian church to protect the nation, because you leave it up to Christian leaders, they'll sell you out to the enemy in an instant. They'll sell you out to the enemy for money. They'll sell you out to the enemy for their women, to marry white women for whatever reason. They'll sell out the nation of Israel to marry the enemy and get in bed with our oppressor. We're supposed to have our own army because we're supposed to be separate and live by the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. This is why it's important what we're reading. I know it sounds redundant, repetitive. You're hearing all the breakdown of how many men went into the army of the Most High God from each tribe. These tribes are important because these are the men or the nation that the Most High God chose. You understand? He chose the Cubans, the Mennonites. He chose the tribe of Benjamin, the West Indians. He chose the tribe of Judah, the so-called blacks. He chose the Issacharites, the Mexicans, the Ephraimites, the Puerto Ricans. He chose all these tribes for a reason. And he loves these tribes over all the other nations in the earth. And we got to get that through our mind. So yeah, keep in mind, we're building the Lord's army. We're reading about building the Most High God's army under the command of Moses. One leader is not far-fetched. And I like to highlight that point right there, that it was one leader. Moses was the leader of the nation of Israel. So when you hear the I.S.U.P.K say Commander General Yahanna is, right under Yahweh, it's because at that time, Moses was right up under the Most High. It wasn't Yahweh, it was Moses. Yahweh is not here right now. You understand? So we understand that Yahweh is our king. But the Lord always sent leaders to lead his people. It's not far-fetched. I don't get when people, especially Israelites, they don't understand the I.S.U.P.K. Oh, you saying that Commander General is the leader of everybody? When you were in the world, you wouldn't voted for Barack Obama. You made him the leader of you in the world. But when we say we got a leader for our nation that the Lord chose, you can't believe that. It just don't make sense to me. You know what I mean? And a lot of times you'll find out that men don't want to get in order like these men that were in the army of Moses or in the army of the Most High. You can't join the army of the Most High God if you're not going to be in order. You're not going to change things in your life. You're not going to put down a shrimp, pork, crab, or lobster. You're not going to have an evil eye towards your brother or towards your sister. You're talking bad about your nation. You can't be in the Lord's army. You can't follow the Most High God if you hate your brother. It's impossible. So a lot of us need a reality check. And a lot of times we just don't, if you go and just think about it, you know what I mean? You just have a problem with authority. A lot of brothers just have a problem with authority, and you can never be in the Lord's army. You can just go back and join a Christian church and march and dance and bang on the tambourine until your wrist swells. Let's keep it moving, man. Did I finish that point? And the standard of the camp of Dan shall be on the north side by their armies, and the captain of the children of Dan shall be Ahazer, the son of Ammishaddai. So yeah, I already read that, but I just wanted to make that point that the Lord has structure. We had a leader, you understand? We had, generals and captains and officers. All that was in place to keep the nation of Israel safe and in order. So if brothers have a rank in here, your rank is to be taken seriously. It's not just to go around and be like, yeah, I'm 1,000. Like, no, this is serious. Like, no, that means you're in charge of 1,000 people whose lives you have to potentially save and protect. So it ain't just about bragging rights. You understand? This is about protecting and building the nation. So yeah, we're gonna go back to the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 3, verse 26. Wakal ayah hakatazara wa'af masak pathak hakatazar ashar al hamashakan wa'al hamazabak sabayab wa'af mayatharyawa lakar ibadathwa. 27. Wala kwahap masha pakat ha'ai mar ha'ai maramya ha'ai maramya salakia wama shapakatham hayataza harya wama shapa wama shapakath pakath haka barnya Wamashapakath, Ha'itazah, Ya'alya, Allah, Hum, Mashapakath, Hakwa, Hathya. Verse 28. Bama Sapar, Kal, Zakar, Maban, Hadash, Wama Allah, Shamanath, Allah, Alapyam, Washash, Mawath, Shamaria, Mashamarath, HaKodash, Mashapakath, Banya, Kwahath, Yachanawa, Al, Yarad, Hamashakan, Dayamana. Verse 30. Wanashya Bayath, Lama Shapakath, Hakwa Hathya, Alaya Tazapan, Ban, Isaiah all. Verse 31. Wamashamara, Salakia, Wamashamaраtham, Haran, Wahashalachan, Wahamanara, Wahamazabakath, Wakalya, Hakodash, Ashar, Washarathwa, Baham, Wahamasak, Wakal, Ibadathwa. Verse 32. Wanashaya, Nashaya, Nashat, Nashaya Aya, Halawaya, Alayazar, Ban, Aharan, Hakahan, Pakodath, Shamaria, Mashamarat, Hakodash. All right. Back to the Hebrew. Numbers chapter 2, verse 26. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 62,700. Verse 27. And those that encamp by him shall be the tribe of Asher. And the captain of the children of Asher shall be Pagel, the son of Ochran. Verse 28. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 41,500. Verse 29. And the tribe of Naphtali and the captain of the children of Naphtali shall be Ahara, the son of Anan. Verse 30. And his hosts and those that were numbered of them were 3,400. Verse 31. All they that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 100,050 and 7,600. They shall go hindmost with their standards. Verse 32. These are those which were numbered of the children of Israel by the house of their fathers. All those that were numbered of the camps throughout their hosts were 600,000 and 3,550. All right. Yeah. Once again, the Lord's army, you understand, all 12 tribes make up the Lord's army. All 12 tribes make up the nation of Israel. And something crossed my mind when I was reading this, because I know a lot of other fake Israelites and things like that. They believe that some of the tribe, well, all the tribes are Negro. You understand? Like all the tribes can't look different and have different features. We all come from the same forefathers. Now, I won't, for those that believe in that concept, that believe in that doctrine, right? And because we can't, well, all the tribes don't look all Negro. Mexicans got straighter hair and they got lighter skin and they got these different type of features. You know what I mean? If you believe that Noah and his 3 sons repopulated the entire earth, like if you believe in the Bible, then you have all these different nations that came from 4 different families, so to speak. It's very possible that people can look different. You know what I mean? And it's very possible that people can look different according to the Lord and be of the same nation, because it's possible people came from the same families, right? And now they are different nations. So if you can believe it on the reverse, why can't you believe it the other way? If you can believe it that way, why can't you believe it the other way? You know what I mean? So yeah, all 12 tribes, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians make up the tribe of Israel. And why are we family? The Lord said it that we're family. The Lord said it that we're connected. Why aren't we connected to Esau today, the Edomites? Because the Lord separated us, even though we came out of the same womb, out of the same woman. You understand? I just wanted to make that point. And with that, I mind him, just me up here. La Yashala to Israel. Everyone else, I mind him, which means to stand. Wapanya Akwadam, which means turn and face the east. Sar, east is that way. The Lord is praying the Hebrew, Abanawa, Shema Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Balabaka, Taba'a, Ratazah, Kahaya, Shaba, Haratazah, Kawa, Hayah, Bashemayim, Ladana Lacham, Hal, Yawam, Wasalak Nawa, Kawawaf Nawa, Kasalak Nawa, Kawawafi Nawa, Wala'a, Tabaya Nawa, Manasayawan, Abal, Hawashaya Nawa, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa Taparat, Lamya Maman. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Hakak the power, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, Baba Kushah, Nathanawa, Hakak, La Pa'a, Kal Makala, Wakal Marawa, Hakak, La Tahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, La Hakwim, Hamathim, Hakak, La Wakawa, the Tama'ala, the Garshan, by Hashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman, Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power to raise the dead, the power against the unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. The prayer of the blessed Israel, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, Barak Lanawa, Wayashala, Waha, Bayaf Sapoi, Barak, Rapah, Magun, Hagun, by Hashem Yahushua, the Wada Aman. What we just said was Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel and the school. Bless, heal, shield, protect our loved ones. In the name of Yahushua, thank you. So be it. Psalms 121. Asha, Ayanya, Ahaharia, Mayanya, Ba, Izaria, Maanya, Hawa, Shashamayim, Waharatazal, Yatan Lamawat, Regalka, Al Yanawam, Shamarka, Hanala, Ayanawam, Wala, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yashala, Yahawa, Shamarka, Yahawa, Tazalka, Al Yad, Yamnika, Yawamam, Hashamashla, Yakayaka, Wayarat, Balayala, Yahawa, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Afna Pashka, Yahweh, Yashamor, Tazaaka, Wabawaka, Maida, Wa'ai, Awalam, Aman. I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. So be it. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Elahayim, Al Damiyalaka, Al the Karash, Al the Shapwa, Al Kayahana, Abu Yabika, Yahama Yawan, Wama Shana, Ganasha, Awa, Ra'ash, Al Emeka, Yaba Yama, Sawad, Wayataya Ai Tazawa, Al Tazap Pawanyaka, Armawa, Lakawa, Wanakaki, the Magoya, Wala Yazakar, Sham Yashala, Iwad, Kaya, Nawa Tazawa, Lam Yahabwa, Al Yakabar Yaf Yakarakwa, Ahoya, Harawam, Wayashamaoyim, Mawaba, Wahagarium, Gabal, Waimawan, Wamalat, Palashat, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Galamashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zorawai, Labanyalawat, Salah, Aisha Lahom, Kamadim, Kasayasa, Kayabia, Manahal, Hayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayanda Ra, Hayawa, Daman, Ladama, Shayadama, Nadiababa, Kaira, Bukazaba, Bukazaba, Bukazalmanai, Call Nasaya Kumba, Ashar, Omarwa, Naya Rashala, Nawa Ath, Nawat, Alahayim, Alahaya, Shayatamba, Kagaga, Kakwasha, Panyaraka, Kaash, Tabairi Ira, Wakalahaba, Talahat, Haryam Khan, Datma, Basaraga, Wabasawapaka, Tabahalom, Malaa, Panyahom, Holawan, Waya Bakwashpa, Shemgaya, Hawa Yabashpa, Waya Baawa, IDI, Waya Kapara, Waya Abadwa, Waya Daiwa, Haya Tha, Shemgaya, Hawa Labaka, Al Yawan, Al Kaha Rataza, Aman. Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O Yahweh. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, Come, and let us cut their mouth from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. But they have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee, the tabernacles of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab, and the Hagarims, Gabal, and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines, with the inhabitants of Tyre. Asa also is joined with them. They have hope in the children of Lot, Salah. Do unto them as unto the Midianites, as to Sisir, as to Jabin, at the brook of Kasan, which perished at Endor. They became as dung for the earth. Make their nobles like a red, and like Zed, yea, all the princes as Zabah, and as Zamuna, who said, Let us take to ourselves the houses of Yahweh in possession. O my power, make them like a wheel, as the stubble before the wind, as the fire burneth the wood, and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire. So persecute them with thy tempest, and make them afraid with thy storm. Fill their faces with shame, that they may seek thy name. O Yahweh, let them be confounded and troubled forever. Yea, let them be put to shame and perish, that men may know that thou, whose name alone is Yahweh, art the most high over all the earth. So be it. The prayer, the blessings of the parish structure in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Mayaka'ala, Wa Alahayim, Matazabia, Alawap Yahanna, Ha Lawapim, Ha Saranyim, Ha Katazayanya, Ha Hayayayim, Wa Wakim, Yahweh, Ba Shem Yahweh Shai, the Wada Aman. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, commanding General Yahanna, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you. So be it. Sar, which means to turn. Sisters, Yeshabia, which means to be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the brothers. Men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Ba Shemia Shah Brakathon, Yajmatah, Sar, face the sisters, sisters, Sar, which means to stand. Men of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Ahmadim Shabbat, Ahmadim, Barak, Yahweh Shema Alatham Ba Shemia Shah, Yajmatah, dismiss.